All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Carolina Panthers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready to break. 6-6, bullet high.
Mike 54. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day offense.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And bulldozing his way through. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
61, matchbox lights.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Buzz. Let's go.
On 1st down, Locke. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
218, chop it. Leo.
McCaffrey. Pretty move. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
45 the mic. Touchdown.
Now Locke on the bootleg. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ndamukong Suh has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now a run with McCaffrey. But he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Hey, Zoo.
Now Locke. to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batting down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Jam, 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 jam. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Shift, shift. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Switch, switch, switch. No, no, no. Let's go.
McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well. And they may have run into him after the kick went away. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. Working out of the gun, Winston. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. On 2nd down, Dobbins. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Play fake. Winston. Looking downfield for Godwin. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Check. Hey, Sam off. Hit it.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Well, they didn't really have to earn that first down, did they?
Well, they're not having to earn much, are they? Back-to-back penalties. First was 1st and 5, and now they give them a first down.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Check 43. Hey, orbit. Big grip.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's locked. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 21.
That's the end of the first quarter.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. All day, every day, any day. Shit. Protein spill. Alert 3. Slam. Ready.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
At the 20-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. 6-6. Pull it high. Switch.
Now a toss. This is McCaffrey. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 13-yard line.
3rd and 2.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Well, look at this, a tight end carry. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
4th down and 1.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Here we go with McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Got it. Set up. 50. Plant.
Check, 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 check.
Hey, Alpha.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike.
Let's go.
After the turnover, here's Locke. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Philip Dorsett, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gano the extra point, and it's now 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. K1 short, able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Going up top, and almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They're going to try for it on 4th. Winston stays out there. They're indeed going. It's Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. He's got a man, complete. And they finally get him down at the other 46. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. On 1st down, Dobbins. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Wait.
From the 39, Winston. he hits his target. Left side, Watson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Winston now to throw on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watson. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Winston flushed out right. This is caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. From the gun, Winston. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Deion Kane, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit, because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Pushing his way inside the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Levante David in on the tackle. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
At the Bucs' 33-yard line.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45.
Here's McCaffrey. And an alley to run. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Play action now, Winston. His throw incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
Watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike. 3, 3. There you go.
On 4th down, they do snap it to Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
Here we go. 30 base.
Just like that. Just like that.
Big them.
McCaffrey on the toss right. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Hey, Foxtrot. Ready.
Now on 2nd and 16. Lock. And he's got his man on the out route. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Let's get it.
Let's go. 70, Indy.
Here we go. Check.
80 weapon.
Check 26. Check
2.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The gain of 5 that time gives them the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Lock working out of the gun, sliding out of the pocket. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
Come on now, let's go.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the half here, Winston. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On second down now, it's Miller. Miller with first down and more. And down to the 29-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What, is it 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain? Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along to control the clock.
Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Switch. There.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Here we go. 10-2 stop.
Bandit.
Hey, lock it. Top rope, get it.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. They keep it with Davis on first down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
22 jet bomber, 22 jets, hit it.
McCaffrey on the counter. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Pilot, 64, weak.
I got you.
Set go.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down.
It's fourth down.
Here's Michael Pilardi now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Again, it's Miller. Powers through again. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Ready. Blue ready. White 52.
Here we go. Here we go.
Let him go.
A shotgun handoff now to Miller. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Jameis to throw it. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Bruce Arians takes a shot there, but his guys come up empty. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Davis now. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They go again with Davis. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Mike Davis. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Gano the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. So another score there. Often you talk about the three phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken in at the 1. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down at about the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And a strange one here, a little bit. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and 12. At the 13.
And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now.
Buccaneers field goal. A very long attempt.
And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
And it's third down.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On third down, Dobbins. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up fourth down. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a fourth down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. To throw is Winston. He can run, and I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Winston connecting with Howard. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be second and 9. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Looking to throw again on second down. Winston.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On fourth, they'll go again and try it once more. That's complete to his receiver, Gadwin. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on fourth down? Now Winston on fourth down. He's got Evans. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. So now on comes the field goal unit. And this will be a, shall we say, a rather optimistic try here. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Carolina, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll be off to Minneapolis.